This right here is a 2015 Retina MacBook Pro 15-inch. The interesting thing about it is that it is the absolutely highest spec version ever made in this chassis, the A1398. You actually had to special order it, which is what makes it so unique. Hey guys, I'm Spencer. Welcome back to another video. This is one that I've been really excited to make actually because I finally got my hands on the best Retina MacBook Pro ever made in theory. So like many other photographers, I have been rocking a Retina MacBook Pro for quite a few years now. I think getting close to 4.5 for all of my professional work because these computers are really amazing. For starters, the 15-inch size is pretty good for portability. It has a nice big screen, which is great for photography editing and some video stuff. The port situation is pretty awesome. You got 2 USB ports, 2 Thunderbolt 2 ports, an SD card slot, and an HDMI out. The screen looks amazing. Overall, the usability has just been freaking awesome. I love this laptop, and I kind of find it hard to give it up. But this laptop is starting to show its age, so I'm exploring options for a potential upgrade, which is why I was really excited to get my hands on this 2015 model. Now, I'll give you the rundown of the specs. So this 2015 is the 2.8 gigahertz quad-core Haswell i7, the 4980HQ, with 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, and the M370x graphics card with 2 gigabytes of VRAM. It also comes with a 1 terabyte SSD. Having all that space and having it be super fast is like a dream come true. So why the heck would I go on eBay and spend $2,500 to get a 3-year-old laptop? Well, let me tell you why. This 2015 is super unique. It has specs that do compete with some modern laptops, and you don't have to deal with the sacrifices of the newer MacBooks, i.e. losing all of your ports. Yes, the new MacBooks are thinner and lighter, and that is a nice improvement, but if you really can't live without old school USB and an SD card slot, which is huge for me, this is a really good option for a laptop, and I wanted to get it in my office so I could actually try it out for real. And putting this thing to the test has really showed Apple has made an amazing device here. There's no wonder it costs more than $6,000 brand new. Loading up Photoshop and Lightroom, this thing is zippy. It's really fast. Compared to my 2013 laptop, I can notice the performance improvement right away. And the biggest improvement was when it came to video editing, which is something that I'm starting to do a lot of. I was getting really excited too. I was like, yes, I can keep using the same laptop as I had before. I have the addition of a Force Touch trackpad, which is new. It doesn't actually click, but it sends an electromagnetic pulse back at your finger when you push down on it to simulate a click. And the cool thing about that is that you can click anywhere on the trackpad and it's the same. So I was stoked. I was like, cool, I don't have to change my port setup. I can use the same laptop as I have for the last 4 years and get a performance boost, which is great. So I got straight to editing some projects. But we have one problem. When I use Lightroom on my old laptop, the temperatures, they go up to a reasonable amount, around 85 degrees Celsius when it's really working hard. But on the new laptop, the 2015, this is where things get interesting. When I'm loading images up in full screen, scrubbing around them, zooming in, it's really fast, but the temperatures are out of control. It's going to 100 degrees Celsius on the CPU. I couldn't really understand what was going on here, so naturally I turned to the internet to find some answers. What was really interesting is that there are a few people who also reported that the Dual-Graphics model runs exceptionally hot. Now it could just be this copy needs new thermal paste, which is a reality. The thermal paste that Apple puts in their laptops, especially from these years, does wear out rather quickly. And when you consider that this chassis was designed in 2012 for putting 2015 hardware in it, yeah, there may be some thermal limitations there. The temperatures at 100 degrees mean that you could actually do some damage to your processor over time. And this is supposed to be a computer upgrade for me, something that I'm probably going to be using for the next 4 or more years. And there are a few avenues I could explore to try and address this problem. But to be honest, I don't want to break open the laptop and start replacing thermal paste, especially because check out the price tag. I paid nearly 2,600 Canadian dollars for this laptop, which, it's a little expensive. I was really looking forward to this laptop being the solution, but I'm sad to report it's just not gonna work. I might look elsewhere at perhaps some integrated graphics 2015 models. They are also pretty expensive, and I think this is because for folks like me who don't want to move to USB-C yet, there's still quite a bit of demand, hence keeping the price pretty high for what you get. And keep in mind, these laptops are still running Haswell processors, which the 2013s and 2014s had as well. So there's not really a huge processor improvement between this laptop and the newer one, other than the fact that it has a faster clock speed. The 2016s boast a Skylake processor, which is a huge improvement in speed, and of course all of the 2016s and newer come with dedicated graphics no matter which model you get. So I might look at those as well. So if you're shopping for a laptop, what should you look at? If you need something with a lot of graphics processing, sorry, you're gonna have to look at the Touch Bar MacBook Pros. You do get a lot of benefits. It's a thinner computer, the screen is better, and you also get that fancy touch bar. I don't know if that's really much of an improvement, but unfortunately you have to deal with USB-C if you want that kind of power in this small of a package. Now, if you don't do as much graphics processing like I do, maybe look at the 2015s with integrated graphics. And I would avoid spending the money on one with a huge solid-state drive, because in these laptops, you can actually upgrade them after the fact. So, sorry port lovers, looks like the 2015 isn't gonna work if you're gonna do some really intense work on it, especially if you're trying to shoot 4K video or do some really intense photo editing. I'm really sad about the outcome of this video. I was hoping it didn't have to end up like this, but we will keep on looking for a new laptop. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you hate it, well, you can use that other button, I guess. And if you want to know which laptop I try next, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And we will see you in the next video.